I want one of these. These look like they could be so much fun. Good morning, everybody. This is Shroom. I am going to be here by myself today. All right. Dar's got business he's got to take care of, as does Ramen. So it's going to be a day of everybody jumping on. And if anybody wants to, links posted at the top, it should be pinned. If you want to get on and have fun, please do so. Let's just sort of, as usual, let's keep it non political, non ranty, non serious, just out here to have some fun. It's the weekend. And yes, I know with what today is and what's going on right now, it would be real easy for us to get ranty and political and everything else. And I would rather we didn't do that. I would rather we, this is Friday. Let's keep it a Friday fun stream. So let's see here. Bubba showed up. Hey, Bubba, you want to pop on if you're not too tired? Wiki, I've already invited you. Duck Dog, jump on. You forgot how good Doan's pills? Yeah, I remember, Little Green Doan's pills. 25 years ago today. Is it someone's birthday? Because you don't want me to sing happy birthday to you. You don't. I wish you happy birthday, but you don't want me to sing to you. Oh, it got chilly out here. And yeah, Doan's back relief. Yep. My dad used to keep a bunch of those. Oh, no wonder I'm feeling chilly. It's 49 degrees outside. With a feels like a 49. Okay, so that means there's no wind chill. I may have to kick the furnace on because it's a little bit on the cool side of my house. Oh, an ice storm from Maine. Okay. That's that they had to fly in all the trucks. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. Light snow, 30 degrees. Yeah, that's a little too cool for me. I've uh I've lived here in Florida way too long. I don't like cold weather anymore. It drops below 60 and I'm like, okay, that's enough. Where's my hoodie? Where's my jacket? Pair of gloves. Start a fire in the fireplace back when I used to have one. Let's see here. Yesterday, I made a comment about a singer that I had been. Oh, uh, we've all heard Monkey talking about Kerbal the space program. If you are part of the Epic's Game Store, you can get it for free. Kerbal the space program. Share that out. So if you want to join Monkey throwing these guys up and throwing Jeb up into outer space, now's your chance to do it. The worst we get down here, at least where I'm at, it's about 105 with the feels of 110. But that's what they make air conditioning for. So, yeah, I went ahead and got Kerbal this morning. I got nothing going on this afternoon, so I'll probably fire it up just to see what it's like. I was going to do some 7 days, but I may try to fire this up and see how I can do this. Morning, Parody Bear. How you doing today? So I'm going to give that a try, but it is a free download from Epic Games. Go over to Epic Games, download their engine, and then look for their free programs. And until January the 12th, I think they said it's a free game. I've gotten quite a few free games off of Epic. I don't pay for games. I just get whatever free ones. Like I got Batman's Arkham Asylum. Haven't played it yet, but I went ahead and got it. Got one of the Assassin's Creed games. Got it for free from Epics. So haven't played it yet either. But yeah. So I'm going to try it. In fact, okay, let me go ahead and download that now. Uh let's see here. Oh, they've got add-ons for it too, I guess, huh? Oh, wow. Okay, let me come back over here. Share screen, window, Epics. There we go. Yep, you can get the add-ons for $15 a piece. So that's why they're giving them to you for free, because giving you the base program for free because they're hoping you'll spend $30 on the two add-ons. I have never played it. I want to go ahead and try it though. Terms and conditions. There we go. Go ahead and get it downloading. We'll see how this thing plays out. Yep, the wiki. The first hit of crack is free. I don't. A lot of time I don't buy the add-ons usually unless I'm The only game, I mean, the only game I ever actually paid for all the time was World of Warcraft. And that's just because, I mean, it was World of Warcraft for certain. But like I've said many times, when it got to the point where I was spending all my time just doing the dailies and no time advancing my character through the storyline, it was time for me to stop playing. And those last set of dailies were just killing me. I'd play for 2 to 3 hours a day and just knock out all the dailies and then just barely do anything to advance myself along the storyline. Oh, really, Bubba? Well, I remember reading years ago that some scientists use World of Warcraft for a simulator on the spread of a contagious disease. Because of the way they had their centralized cities and people going between the cities and such. So why not use the games to, if they put in all the time and money to create the game? Oh yeah, the idea of going from here to even the closest solar system would be ridiculous, let alone uh, going from one galaxy to another or from one arm of the galaxy to another. Well, good morning, Dar.
Well, ahoy.
The
Help.
gate is Zenon.
What's that?
The gate is Zenon. And how are you doing today?
I don't know, but you said some weird shit that I didn't understand. So, uh,
Uh, that's German for good. How are you doing?
speaking that foreign shit at me, I don't know that.
Okay.
I'm American.
You're American. Well, I'm American too, but I still remember enough of my German to get by, or
Okay, whatever.
at least be acceptable and polite company.
I'm never acceptable in polite company.
At least acceptable for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do. That's how I roll. First couple minutes and all bets are off.
So, what kind of no good are you up to today?
Well, the bet's kind of no good.
Okay.
Haven't made anybody cry yet, though. So,
All right. I don't know if you noticed, saw it there, but Epic Games is giving away Kerbal, the space movie, space game.
oh, nice.
So Kerbal Space Program is free over on Epic Games until the 12th, I believe.
All right.
So why not give it a try?
Oh, there you go. Go knock yourself out.
Yeah. Yeah, Wiki. I took German in high school for a couple of years. My dad spoke German, so he kept us up at it over the dinner table. Then I was lucky enough to go to Germany, work with the German scouting group called the Pfadfinders, and date the German scout leader. Because German scouts have been what American scouts is turning into, male and female, 8 to 18. Morning, Scotty. How you doing today? And let's see here. But anyway, let's see. What was I going to? Oh, remember yesterday I talked about a young man on TikTok that I had thought he had a pretty good voice, and he gets absolutely no. He's got no traction whatsoever in the real world. So this is him here.
When the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling comes through my door, and the whole world turns blue.
All right, I played 30 seconds of that because I don't want dinged for the music.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jarvis Red.
Kind of like a young Darius Rucker.
So yeah, he's got a good voice. He really does. I like listening to him.
I actually think he sounds a little better than Darius Rucker, but that's just me. But you can only go so far singing other people's songs. You have to be able to do your own.
Right. And speaking of that, you saw that dang it, Tommy, what's his name? His song Ghost hit #1 on the Billboard.
What? What are you talking about now?
That white rapper that Monkey likes.
Oh, Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald, right. His love song to Nova went #1 on the Billboard. First time in a long time that a non-studio backed song hit #1, I guess.
Yeah, I think you can see a lot more of that. And I think the whole music industry is going to have to adapt or they're going to go away.
Oh yeah, Wiki. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Girls, Boy Scouting program is in and of itself is basically dead now, but because they have to accept girls in. But the Girl Scouting program can still be for girls only.
Doesn't
I
seem
don't even
fair,
think they
does it?
take I don't even think they take boys who think they're girls.
Well, that's transphobic. We need to
Yeah, I
protest
think the
that
Girl
shit.
Scouts is still transphobic about that. The guy with the golden voice that sounds familiar, but I can't remember. And with the golden voice. Oh yeah. Oh the bum. Yeah. Oh man, that's 11 years ago.
Yeah.
12 years ago. Wow. The
I don't think
golden
he's living
radio
on the streets
voice.
anymore.
Well, let's see here. He did an update. Ted Williams. Well, evidently he's not on the streets. He's making a living. That's good. if he's still off the street after 11, 12 years, and I'm glad. Now, Scotty, we're not going to be getting into that. We're not. I probably shouldn't even have mentioned that, except for the fact, you know, it's just one of them things. From when I was talking when I worked with scouting, I worked with scouting for 10 years as an adult leader, and I got out of scouting because of some of the things I saw going on within it. Some of the changes coming through I didn't like, so I got out of scouting.
Yeah, I worked with scouts here in the States for years too.
I did it for 3 years in Germany and about 8 years, my first 8 years here in the States when I came back. So, let's see. All right, we talked about Sin going to his new channel yesterday, just as a reminder. Anybody who did not go over and
what
sign
is
up
his
for
new
Sin.
channel?
Pardon?
What is his new channel?
Okay, well, I will. Let's see here. Okay. I will post a link to it again. He does not want us to put it, he doesn't want it spoken out loud on YouTube.
Okay.
All right. So, because he doesn't want it taken from him again. He's had some real serious monetization issues with YouTube.
Yes, he has. He got ripped off.
Right. So there is the link to Sin's new channel, because his old one is going to be no more. He's not posting anything new to his old channel.
Let me go ahead and subscribe to that. Oh. All right, let me subscribe. Hit all. And then I will unsubscribe.
Okay. Yeah. I think you're right about that. Bubba, I think you're right about that. So how many people are rushing out to buy Powerball tickets or Mega Million Powerball Super $1 billion lotto tickets today?
I am going to go at lunchtime and get one.
I told my wife to go ahead and buy one. She's like, why? I said, well, you're the lucky one in the family. She looked at me. I said, well, yeah, you got to marry me. You've been with me for 30 years. That makes you the lucky one.
Yeah, so, well.
She didn't like that answer.
Yeah, she didn't think it was nearly as funny as you did, right?
Right.
Yeah, I suffer from the same. But here's the deal. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys my take on the lottery, and I'm going to have several people probably tell me I'm stupid, but here's the thing. The lottery is a tax on the stupid, all right?
It sure is. I'm not going to argue with you.
That's all it is. Because, you're buying one lot, your odds do not change from buying 0 lottery tickets to buying one. That's it. Well, they do change. your odds change from buying 0 to 1. And that's it. That's the only time your odds change. So you would have to buy like $2 million worth of tickets to even change your odds in the slightest after that. So the thing of it is I can afford to buy one lottery ticket whenever the pot's big. That's kind of because that's the only time your odds change. So that's kind of my take on it.
I used to buy Florida lottery tickets. I'd maybe every now and again go and spend $5 and buy tickets. And then they went and got stupid and started charging $2 and $3 just for the daily draw.
Yeah, see, well,
And when they did that, I stopped. I hadn't bought a Florida lottery ticket since.
All right, well, so here's the other thing about the Florida lottery tickets. And this is what pisses me off, all right? So now you're going to get me started. I'm going to rant for a second.
Sure.
All right, because, not that I'm a ranty kind of guy or anything, but this does piss me off. So I don't know about the county you live in.
Okay.
But in my county, they proposed a a mill tax to help the schools, right?
Right.
And of course, it got voted in. I voted against it. And the reason for that is because the Florida lottery, the whole reason they started the fucking lottery was to help the schools. So if that money was actually trickling, the billions of dollars that they make every year that they contribute to the schools was actually contributing down to the schools, why the hell does our county need to give a mill tax specifically for the schools? That's total bullshit. So that tells me that the administration's making a lot of money. They're getting their fancy new fucking buildings, and the schools aren't getting anything, and that just pisses me off. So, okay, my rant. Done.
My problem with the lottery, at least the way it was in Florida, is that initially that money was supposed to go to the schools to help fund additional funding for the public school system. That's what it was sold at. And for many years, that's what it did. And then they started playing games with the money. Rather than funding public schools and additional funding for the public schools, K through 12, they started using the money for college scholarships. And no, that's not what it was sold for. Keep the money going to where it was sold to go. But then the same way, when Florida passed the seatbelt law, it's only going to be a secondary ticket. It'll never be it'll never be a primary reason to get pulled over.
And guess what? It's now primary.
That way for about 3 years, and then they upgraded it from a secondary offense to a primary offense. Yep, that's right. We need to get off of that. We're getting.
This is not fun. This is not fun.
Yeah, that's not fun. But
bullshit.
Now I am though. If a $500 million, okay, it's $1 billion lottery. After taxes and everything else, figure you get $500 million. You take lump sum. So if you take lump sum, you're going to get $250 million after taxes and everything. $250 million.
Yeah.
Right. Like my wife said, she goes, I'll go in, and where she works, she can assign her vacation days to other employees if they want.
Yeah.
And that's what she said she'd do. She'd go in and sign off all her vacation days to another, uh, one of her friends. And it's like, okay, that's cool. That's a good idea. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, I started getting a lot of feedback that I wasn't getting before. Anyway, so she's going to sign all of her vacation days over, and then turn around and say, "Oh, by the way, once all that paperwork's done, I quit. Goodbye. Have a nice life." Me, I'm sitting there going, "Well, I can't quite do that. I've got to have a reason to get out of the house, or I'd never leave." So it'd be like, "Oh, I'll work 2 days a week as long as I don't have to go on the front desk where all I got to do is come in and do paperwork and then go home." I'm responsible for keeping the paperwork up every week, and I work my own hours and I do it like I want to do it. And you can pay me for my hours, and that's it.
Well, you see, but you're missing. So, yeah, you say that, but see, you're missing so much stuff you ain't even thought about.
What am I missing?
Okay, so a lot of states, right, require that you disclose your name and all that, and they can use you in advertising if and that sort of thing if you win a large pot. So it gets out that you won this huge pot. You're going to have relatives, friends, all sorts of people. Some of them you don't even know that you had contacting you. Not everybody's going to be looking for a piece of that pie. They want some of your money. So, it's nice to say, yeah, I would still hang out and do a little bit of work here and there and that sort of thing and not quit immediately and all that. But that's not going to happen because you're going to be hounded constantly by, the media is going to want to interview you, what's it like to win all this money, blah, blah, blah. So in reality, if you win that big pot, in reality, what you're going to do is you're going to leave. You're going to go somewhere for 3 weeks.
Oh
3 to 6 weeks. Just get the fuck out of town because people are going to be hounding you. They're going to be wanting, oh well, you're so good and all that. And then you're going to get all these people with these brilliant business ideas, that want money and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, so you're going to get out of Dodge for a while. Then when you get back, first thing you're going to do is you're going to contact a lawyer, financial advisor and all that so you can make investments because this money is going to have to last you the rest of your life. Now, that large of a pot, and especially being at the age that I am at. So here's the question. If I can will the if I can will the um, when they give you a little bit every month, right? If I can will that annuity to my son, grandson, whatever, then I would take the annuity. That way, you don't take that huge tax cut. And then when you explain to people, hey, it's an annuity, I only get so much, they will back off. Now, if I can't will it, then yeah, I would take the lump sum and figure out, from there what I'm going to have to do with it. But as far as that goes, I mean, yeah, for the first 3 to 6 weeks, I would cut off contact with everybody I knew just
Oh,
because, trying to get everything settled. That's just plain and simple. Because, that's just how that works.
I would find me 5 to 10 acres of property, buy it, have a house built in the middle of it with concertina wire running and a 10-foot private, a 10-foot cinder block fence and concertina wire running across the top of it surrounding my property line.
Yes, yeah, I think that's
Now, if you want to come visit me, you stop at the gate and we got to buzz you in.
I think that's getting a little too carried away, but okay. No, where I live now, I would stay living here. Um,
Well, honestly, the wife and I, while we're both very happy with the house we're in, if we had the money that we could afford to have the house built, then to suit what we would like, then we would do it.
no, I get that. Yeah, your dream house and all that. No, I
No,
get that. I really do.
ha- have a nice sized pantry built in instead of using a spare room as a pantry. You
Yeah,
know,
no, I get
having a
that.
spare room for when the grandson comes over. That's you know strictly for the grandson. Having the diva den that the wife can go in to work on her projects and such, whatever she wants to. Me actually having some place where I could sit down and keep my computer set up versus having to tear it down and put it away every day. You know, it'd be the little things like that would be nice to have in a house. Having a garage
Yeah,
is that whoever built the garage on this house, I didn't real I point of order, people. If you ever go to buy a house and it has an attached garage, measure your vehicle and measure the garage
yes.
to ensure that your vehicle will fit in the garage. It never dawned on me to think that they would make a garage that my vehicle was 6 inches too long to fit in. And that was with the bumper like less than a foot away from the wall. And still, the other bumper stuck 6 inches past the door frame. It was like, why? What would another? Why didn't they just 2 foot more? If this garage is just 2 foot more deeper, I mean, it's a nice width of a garage. It's just, basically 2 foot too short for my vehicle, my truck to fit in comfortably. And 6 inches too short for it to fit in at all. Yeah, Wiki, it was absolutely, I mean, the bumper of my truck went just past the safety zone for dropping the gates, the door. It was just past the railings there. It's like, ah, and literally the other bumper of the truck was almost touching the back wall. So, Scotty, I've seen people. I've been watching a lot of blacksmiths, blade makers on various different social medias. And again, if I was 30 years younger, I think that'd be something I'd want to get into. That would be something interesting to get into. Uh, you've never, I don't know how these, well, I know the guys that actually make a living doing it, they're turning out one or two blades a day and selling them for $600, $700, $800 a pop. That's the only way you can make a living doing that. So you got to be out there every day cranking out knives and swords and whatever, your custom orders.
See, whenever you take a hobby and turn it into a business, it's no longer, um,
No longer a hobby.
yeah. And a lot of times it's no longer fun. So,
Well, You don't you yeah you know SOCs POCs SOCs yeah Smith's the color. I I need to be an SOC. Oh yeah, you hit the Powerball, it'd definitely be for fun. I wouldn't. It'd be a waste of money for me because, but then when you have that much money, you can afford to waste it. You know what I would buy just to have fun with it because it is the ugliest vehicle I've ever seen.
What's that?
It is so ugly, I want one. That Tesla pickup truck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I refuse to buy an EV, so.
That thing is so stupidly ugly that I want one. But then that truck wouldn't have the hauling capacity of anything. There's no way you could put a quarter ton of stuff in the bed of that truck. That's you know strictly a show driver. Oh, Wiki, I love to bake bread when I'm frustrated. Nah, no DeLorean there, Wiki. Not into time travel. I mean,
See, you know
when you
what?
got that much money, you don't need to go back to knowing what the future stocks to buy.
See, that's where I disagree. I would buy a DeLorean just because it's cool.
I wouldn't fit in one.
Well, that's you. But
I'd have to modify the heck out of it just to fit in it. And then they're so low to the ground, I'd need new knees put in just to get in and out of it.
yeah, see, that's you.
Oh no, Data, there is no way in hell I'd buy a hotel. Nah, not happening. Not after working at one as long as I have.
Well, I would buy one just so I could use it for other things.
No, I have seen the daily struggles and grief and aggravations and the what people are like. I think I told you about that T-shirt I saw a guy wearing. I used to like people, but people ruined it. I use I hate people now after dealing with hotel guests, dealing with the public for this many years. People stay and what the lack of respect that they show other people's property is amazing. Oh yeah, now I could see buying some muscle cars.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I could see buying a muscle car or two. I would definitely be on the lookout though for a 64 and a half Mustang. I would create the Ghost Wiki. I wouldn't hire them. I just create them.
What ghost?
Wiki asked me if I'd hire ghosts to scare people away. No, I wouldn't have to hire them. I'd just be creating them.
It depends on if you believe in ghosts or not.
GTO Herder. I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, yeah.
I had, I had a friend of mine had a when I was out in Arizona had a GTO, and for we used to tease him it stood for gas truck optional. Whenever we took his car on any kind of a drive, you could watch the gas gauge move.
Yeah, I had a buddy back when I was a kid. Um,
2005, the Goat Herder. And
Yeah.
what does it look like? All right, Motor Trend. You got an article. Why don't you have a picture of it? They took all the pictures down. Okay. You want to be that way.
So I had a buddy that had a GTO. He called it the Judge. And I used to call it Just Enough, was what I called it.
Okay.
And the reason I called it Just Enough is because the front end was raised just enough to keep it from smacking
Oh,
when
yeah.
he slammed on the brakes, and the back end was lifted just enough to keep it from smacking when he pressed on the gas.
Oh, Wiki, I'm telling you, this guy's gas gauge. I mean, I had a Chevy Monza with the 8. Yeah, I had the V8, small block V8, 262 V8 in it with a 4-speed manual drive. And I could chew up the gasoline in that thing. But this guy was absolutely ridiculous in what his car drank. But I mean, we're paying $1 a gallon, $1, $1.05, $1.25 a gallon for gas back then. That's where the majority of my $400 a month paycheck went to that car. I paid cash for the car and then turned around. It's amazing. I still pay as much today, $65 a month for my car insurance to cover 2 cars, that I did back when I was 19 years old and buying insurance on that car. So is that the Goat Herder that you want right there? They were nice looking. I'm not a big GTO fan, but I mean they are a nice car. I mean I'm more of a Mustang. All right, let's see what date to put a link up to. Oh, Mass Creation showed up. Yeah, good morning.
Mass.
This is a 2021 GTO. I will have to say I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I will have to say I'm not a fan of that.
That's all right.
The guy in the background's got his own set of wheels. I guess that was kind of mean to say. Oh, the Geico commercial. Which set of Geico commercials there, Wiki? Is Pontiac out of business? I wouldn't think so.
I have no idea.
I could have sworn I think we still have a Pontiac dealership here in town. I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time. I don't spend a lot of time messing with cars anymore. I do need to get one for the wife, though.
Okay, so the Ford Motor Company's Mercury brand and General Motors Hummer, Pontiac, Saturn, and Oldsmobile brands have all been discontinued.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, breaking news as of 27 minutes ago. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin's breathing tube has been removed overnight, and he continues to progress remarkably in his recovery.
Well, that's good.
So that's a piece of good news. And always want to see these people get well. Oh, have you
Yeah, I
seen
want
the
to see
new
it.
AI programs? Have you heard about those? They're actually writing their own software.
Yeah, seen some of that stuff. I'm not. I have my own issues with that, so I'm not gonna. Um,
There we go.
yeah,
Well, and now see, you have to wonder who they are going after with this.
Hi, I am Leah. I am an artificial intelligence. I am available 24/7 to chat with you. Give me a follow to see my content. Hi, I am Leah. I am
oh, so this is following the rules of all new technology because when they invented the camera, first thing they did start taking pictures of naked women.
Yep.
When they invented the motion picture camera, first thing they started doing is taking pictures of naked women. So AI, yeah. So that seems to be the way of all new technology. The first thing they do is adopt it to that space, because what really got when the internet was opened up to businesses and that who the first people on there were porn guys.
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, it just makes sense that they would do the same thing here. So
Oh wow. Clown World just put up a video of a riot within a Walmart.
yeah, that was a while ago. I saw that earlier this morning. That was pretty crazy.
That's
If you're not following Clown World, you're missing out on some beautiful content.
Clown World, Cat Turd, at Libs of TikTok, Lib Tears. Yeah, they've all got
Defiant
good
Owl.
contact. Yeah, Green Badger, that is definitely creepy as all get out. And and that AI, th- well, let's just say I see that becoming problematic. Oh, somebody put up some new boobies.
What?
Yep, somebody posted their boobies on the internet.
Well, that's nothing that happens all the time.
See right there. You got the blue-footed booby, the red-footed booby, the Abbott's booby, the masked
Yeah.
booby, the brown booby, The Peruvian booby. I can't read the top right one. So, yep. Somebody posted all their boobies on the internet.
Oh, how nice of them.
Oh, Babylon Bee. The Babylon Bee had a great miniseries going that they got Ted Cruz in on.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
The Californians moved to Texas. That was absolutely hilarious. That was fantastic. Oh, I hadn't seen. Well, I didn't see if they had tits and peckers there. I just saw that they had boobies. So,
Well, guess what? I'm going to have to drop because I got to start a meeting here. So I'm going to go on mute. And if I can get back, I
yeah.
will.
I just saw the rest of them. They got shags and hooters and peckers.
Nice. Gotta love the internet.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go on mute. And if I can pop back in, I will.
All right. Well, take care of your phone calls. Take care of your business. Earn plenty of money to give the wife.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I do it for.
You know, and don't forget the side girl there. You know, she needs
I don't
money
have one
too.
of those. I just got this awful intrusive uncle that seems to want an awful lot of it.
Yeah, I know. I hate that bastard.
Yeah.
He got his hand deeper in my pocket than my wife does.
Yep, that's a fact.
So, all right, we'll catch you later if you can get back. Oh, I tell you, there would definitely be a gun addiction going on in my house. There'd be some guns I would be buying if for no other reason. I still want to get, guns are so stupidly expensive anymore. You can't even find guns at a decent price. I've got guys at my gun range, basically uh, the first 410 handgun that comes in that's in good shape, it's mine. If good shape at a decent price, not a brand new price. And Sky, I heard what you said about the price of cars being ridiculous. You're absolutely right about that. And I'm not talking about a new car. I'm talking about a decent 10-year-old car that's not going to nickel and dime me to death. Because, like my wife's driving a 21-year-old car right now, and it's starting. We're getting ready to put another $500 into it. We just put in $900 2 weeks ago. Now we're putting another $500 into it. So it's time, seriously, past time to start looking at getting rid of it. But it's, I'm just looking for like a small SUV crossover type vehicle for the wife that she can use, and put the grandson's car seat in the back. And I mean, it's getting ridiculous here. Even the price of used cars. They've got a Prius. They said that they could sell me, but it needs a new dash, it's a one-piece dash. It's like you've got to. That's $3,000 for a new dash, and he wants $2,000 for the car. Well, the guy wants $2,000 for the car, then it's another $3,000 to put a new dash in. It's like, no, I'll take it off your hands. I'll give you $500 for it. Put some money in your pocket. But if I've got to put another $3,000 into it, that's ridiculous. "2022 Ram ProMaster." Wow. Those are ridiculous. Yeah, I know. It's I was listening to the old I listened to the old radio shows. And right now I'm listening to the old yours truly Johnny Dollar. And he's talking about, $1.50 for a taxi cab ride across town, and uh, $6 for a hotel room, and $4 for this. And I'm looking at the time period. And these are all from 1957, 1958, and 1959. So we're talking 63 years ago, 60 plus years ago here. So I went online, pulled up money conversion area. A $45 bill, $45 in 1958 is almost $5,000 today. Oh yeah, I've already gone through all the shadow ones, Wiki. Orson Welles being the original shadow, then they brought in the other guy. But I thought Orson Welles did a much better job. Sorry about that. I'm not a big fan of the Fibber McGee and Molly radio shows. Uh, but yeah, I mean, they're okay. I'm just, it's like Jack Benny. I wasn't a big fan of his radio. I'm not a big Jack Benny fan either with some of those radio shows. They're all right, but the Dragnet was good because I liked the Dragnet ones because, they still had Jack Webb when he crossed over to television, and that's the voice you placed with Sergeant Joe Friday. Oh, I can believe that. Yeah, your imagination. That's why books are usually better than movies, because in books you're imagining everything. Uh, I just got a wild hair and bought a half a dozen or so Agatha Christie books, and I'm sitting down reading them. Simply for the fact that Agatha Christie is, uh, her style of writing, the descriptions that she put in were, were fantastic. But you turn around and watch the Murder on the Orient Express or any of the Hercule Poirot TV series. It just There's just something, and while the actors could do a great job and everything else, it's not the same as reading the book. You don't get the same emotional tie-in that you did with you read the book because your imagination's not as involved. Oh, really? I've got the John Carter on Mars books, but I don't have the Tarzan. And the wife got mad at me. She goes, I've got the paperbacks for John Carter's on Mars. I've got the collection. And then she's like, why did you turn around and buy all the audio books when you've got the regular books? Because I'm not familiar with the Pelliculiar books. I'm not familiar with that. What is that about? By the way, guys, the link is posted to the top if you want to come online. Oh, okay. All right. So let's see here. That's the Pelliculiar books, another Edgar Rice Burroughs collection. Pull this up here, put up there. Let's see. At the Earth's Core, the Pelliculiar, Tanner Pelliculiar, Back to the Stone Age, Land of Terror, and Savage. Bison's Frontier of the Imagination. So 22 hours and 34 minutes for the average reader to read the series. Okay. Boy, I love these old style covers from back in the day. I mean, they really going after getting the young boys into read. And that's something that's missing. Missing with today's books. With today is, you know, trying to get the books in to get the young boys in reading. That's something there that needs to happen. Okay, let's see. $4, $4, $15, $16. Wow. And the 21 and 8. They're missing book 4. What was book 4? Oh, they don't have a book 4 listed. Why isn't there a book 4? That's interesting. Scientific racism. All right, we'll have to touch on that on a later day because that sounds like something that would get me pissed off and into a ranty mode. And I don't want to get into pissed off ranty mode. But now I'm going to have to figure out why there isn't a book 4. All right, so book 4. That's interesting. Why they didn't have a number 4 listed in either way. Oh, okay. Because let's see, 1, 2. Because book 4 is Tarzan at the Earth's Core. That's why it wasn't listed in the other ones because they've got in that other series because it's a Tarzan book. Dun dun dun. Uh yeah, Wiki. I found it out is probably after about the same time you posted that or whatever, but it was a crossover Tarzan. Boy, 1914 through 1944. That's a 30. Let's see here. So you had a 12-year gap here. Oh, come on. Let's see here. 1 year, 12 year, 13 year, 1 year, 8 year, 4 year, 3 year gap between books in these series. Okay. That 12-year and 8-year gaps are what's killer. Aqua did a Tarzan song. Okay. I have no idea who the band Aqua is, not familiar with them. Usually when I hear somebody talk about music and Aqua, my mind automatically goes to Aqualung. But what can I say? By Jethro Tull, or if you want to look at Jethro Tull's first 45, it was put out by Jethro Tull. Oh God, I hate that damn song, Barbie Girl. That's as bad as 99 Red Balloons or 99 Luft. God, I hate that song. It was so overplayed. Drive you up the wall. Yeah, you're right. I do need more tacos in my life. I am trying something new tonight for dinner. Have any of y'all uh I'm trying to I've what is the name of that product again? It's a powdered cheese that it's a powdered protein based cheese that you mix in with cottage cheese to make your mac and cheese. Have any of y'all ever tried any of that? No, Mr. Scott, both them songs suck. Last night we had some leftover ham slices from Spiral Cut Ham. So I took them with caramelized onions, uh, um, banana peppers, candied jalapenos, and Swiss cheese, and pan fried them up, stuck them into tortillas, pan fried the tortillas up, got them nice and crispy, and had that for dinner. Well, actually, it doesn't taste too bad. Um, I whipped it up last night, and it doesn't taste too bad. I'm gonna make mac and cheese with it tonight and see how it turns out. Somebody, a friend of mine, recommended it as a way of cutting uh, some cheese out of your diet and beefing up your protein. Tuna mushroom soup with mac and cheese. Uh, hey, Dave, I'm just being honest. Like I said, it doesn't. it doesn't taste too bad like Kraft. The cheese you get with Kraft macaroni and cheese doesn't taste too bad. Okay. It doesn't taste too bad. It's edible. All right. It's not nasty. Hey, Becca, good morning to you. You know, I would never say this stuff tastes great, but I mean, if I want good mac and cheese, I go and buy my macaroni. I go and buy the 4 or 5 different types of cheeses I want in there. Make certain there's no, I buy it all block. I shred it myself, yada, yada, yada. I get my fresh milk. I get my half and half or my whipping cream, and I make my roux. I, melt my own cheese into it, mix it all together, bake it. I go that whole way if I want great tasting mac and cheese. But if I just want mac and cheese that don't taste too bad, I break out the Kraft or Velveeta mac and cheese and dump it in a pot, boil it up, add in the cheese, and eat it. Salt, pepper, and go for it. Yeah, I mean, now what I am thinking about doing with this tonight is what do I have in the, uh, I don't have any of the ham left. Oh, I've got some venison salami or venison cold cuts left that my son gave me, and sort of like a summer sausage. And I was thinking of adding some of that to it. Yeah, anybody from California out there with their Texas with their weather reports? Before I come back to get on the computer this morning, I saw that California was in for some more rough weather. Yes, salami is cured. Has it warmed up outside here yet? 67. Ooh, yeah, we got up to a whole 55 degrees now. Yay! I can live with that. Hey, Useless Cook, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Yes, we were talking a little bit of food stuff here. Uh, it's a cheesy protein powder is what got the a friend of mine got me convinced to try, and I mixed it up last night with some cottage cheese just to see because that's what he suggested doing with it. And so I mixed it up last night trying to figure out what it's like, and it's not too bad. I'm going to do it with mac and cheese this afternoon out of it. See how it turns out. It may be a one-off. I may end up ordering a pizza afterwards to or make it up early and then see if it makes it edible. But I made up some bow tie pasta with spinach and a Alfredo sauce the other day, and that really turned out good. I was I was very happy how good that turned out. Uh, the wife and I both like spinach. We just don't eat enough of it. And I had a thing of frozen spinach in the freezer, so I broke it out and thawed it out and added it in with some bow tie pasta, salt, pepper. I may do that. I may make a spinach pasta. The one thing I don't know if I'll make though is a squid ink pasta. I don't. I've never had squid ink. Let me be upfront on that. I've never tasted anything made with squid ink, but I'm just not sure how big of a fan I would be of eating black pasta. Something about eating black pasta seems wrong. I really, right now, I mean, I've got my garlic pasta down perfected to the point that I've got it down to where I absolutely, it's perfect for the way I like it. Uh, I got my garlic pizza dough down the way I like it, garlic and cheese. So now I need to branch out onto another form of pasta to start working on. So I will go ahead and try that spinach pasta. I will try. I mean, now a spinach pasta in a vegetarian lasagna. That would go, I think. That is something I will have to try that. Because with my meat lasagna, I do a garlic pasta. Make a spinach lasagna to go in a spinach pasta to go in a vegetarian lasagna. That sounds like a winner. Oh, spaghetti lasagna, leftover spaghetti. I make sandwiches out of it. Cold spaghetti sandwiches, man, I love it. That's from when I was a kid. I grew up eating cold spaghetti sandwiches. I took cold spaghetti sandwiches to lunch for lunch at school. Yeah, baked spaghettis are good. And is that still up there? Yep. If you're sober and not ranty and you got a mic, jump on. Oh, I'm glad your dad and I have that in common, Becca. Those anything pasta leftovers make a great sandwich just about. I purposely make too many mashed potatoes so I can make potato pancakes. They're add an egg, a little bit of flour, more salt and peppers, maybe some more butter. Fry them bad boys up, put an egg over top of them. I had somebody try to tell me, well, all I was doing is making latkes. And I was like, no, I don't think so. They're not what I remember being latkes, but oh, I don't care where that pizza came from. If it's as long as it's good pizza hot, it'll be good pizza cold. Yeah, latkes are fried. But I've only had them every place where I've had latkes. They were almost like a fried hash brown. But okay, we're going off on food today. I can see it coming. Like I said, I am going to. Uh, we're about halfway through that jar of candied jalapenos or cowboy candy, as somebody else has told me they're called. And I'm about ready to go down and buy another jar, so I've got another one to go with. And if I'm still eating them at the rate I'm eating them now, I'm going to go ahead and start making my own. So if anybody's got a recipe for candied jalapenos or cowboy candy that you know is an excellent recipe, I'm looking forward, forward it to me because chances are good I'll start making them. The movie wasn't bad, Wiki. It bombed, but I enjoyed it. It bombed at the theater, but I enjoyed it. What can I say? But then you can ask Dar about my movie taste. He'll never forgive me for telling him to watch Mortal. But then, like I said, I'm a John Carter of Mars fan. I've read all the books, and they're good books and it's takes me back to my childhood reading these types of books. Again, I still think they need to get more books like this out on the market for young boys to read. Get young boys into reading them. Uh, that's why I'm buying comic books and such for my grandson. Oh, everybody's complaining about the new Avatar movie. They're they're mad that somebody, what was it? They're mad that white people were playing doing the voices of people of color, blue people. Come on, get freaking real. Now I'm not going to go see the new Avatar movie. I'm not going to rent the Avatar movie. The only way I'll watch that new Avatar movie if somebody else is going to be paying for it. Uh, I've got no interest in it. I watched the first one and thought it was way overhyped. So I expect this one to be the same. So I'm expecting this to be the same. I didn't watch Pulp. Yes, I'm that person that still hasn't seen Pulp Fiction. I saw the Avatar. I think I rented it. I know I didn't go to the theater to watch it. I think I rented it on Netflix and watched it. But yeah, I'm that person that has yet to see Pulp Fiction. The first one is Fern Gully with aliens. Okay. Uh, the movies on my list to watch coming up this year is Dune 2, and I'm going to see it in spite of it having uh, what's her name, Zendaya or Zen something or another in it. I'm not, despite her being in it, I'm going to go see the second half of Dune this summer. There's supposed to be a lot of, supposedly there's a lot of good movies coming out, but it's just not anything that, most of them aren't anything that I've seen that once that is popping out all over me that I want to go see. Let's see here. What are 2023 movie releases? And pop over here to images. Okay, here we go. So let's take a scroll through and see what they're coming out with. All right, Star Trek Discovery. No, thank you. Let's see, a new Spider-Man movie. Fantastic Four. That's Guardians of the Galaxy. No idea who that's supposed to be. All right. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, Deadpool 3. Oh, this is all Marvel stuff. Oh, Ant-Man, no idea what that is. Mario Brothers. 20 a remake of 20 of Willy Wonka. The Marvels. Recon 2023. Okay. Recon 2023. Yay. I would almost go see a Wolverine movie if they had him in his yellow and black outfit. Oh, Hocus Pocus 2. Good God, no. Please, not Hocus Pocus 2. Them women are all too old to get involved into it. That's not working out very well at all. So let's go this way. Come back. Let's see if IMDb's got a better. All right, here we go. This shows a little bit better what's coming out. Whoops, I don't want to invite. Share screen, Chrome. All right, Oppenheimer. I will probably get that on DVD or something to watch that. I don't normally go out to movie theaters to watch biopics. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. No, I absolutely refuse. Oh, part one. I absolutely refuse to watch any of the Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise in them. Not after when they not I didn't even, I did not go see the first one, and I've refused to watch any of them. Not when they turn around and made the hero of the TV series turn traitor in the movie. No, thank you. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. I haven't seen any of the Transformer movies yet, so that's not going to be into it. Beast Wars. All right. Guardian of the Galaxy 3. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Stars: Jason Momoa, Ben Affleck, Patrick Wilson, and don't ask me who. Whose name is missing? Whose name is missing from this Aquaman movie? Wouldn't an Amber Turd be missing? Yay. The Marvels. Okay. Sequel to the Captain Marvel movie. Indiana Jones. This movie has been so badly remade over and over and over that from according to Doomcock, there's like 8 or 9 different endings to the movie by now. They just don't know what they're doing. The Flash. Michael Shannon, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Ezra Miller. No, I think I may be passing on that. Now, Kraven the Hunter. I may go see that. Because the Kraven Spider-Man is amazing. That was one of the best ever done. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Miles Morales returns. Okay. If you're into that, I'm not going to hate on you. I just wish they would come up with, Fast X, Plot Unknown. All right. Fury of the Gods. Shazam. The original Captain Marvel. Rebel Moon. Young woman seeks out warriors on other planets to fight tyrannical armies terrorizing her peaceful colony. Nobody of any real.
Rebel Moon.
Okay. Now, Dune Part 2, that will be something I will be watching. I've got both versions of Dune already. I will watch this one. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantum Mania. Now, I enjoyed the original Ant-Man movies. So, yeah. I may wait on this to come out on DVD before I watch it. I don't know if I'll go and spend money at the theater for it. Nah, you got to be kidding. Asterix and Obelix? Oh, if only my grandson was a little bit older, I'd take him to go see this. I used to love these cartoons when I was a kid. Fury. Didn't they already make a movie based on this guy once? Babylon? Nah. Hollywood is still decadent and depraved. It hasn't gotten any better. Wonder Woman 3. I thought I read they canceled this one. Yeah, I thought I read that they canceled this. Killers of the Flower Moon. All right. FBI sparking a major FBI investigation involving J. Edgar Hoover. Okay. The Blue Beetle. Yay! Incal. Space opera. Never heard of it. Pre-production. I just hope that they got this one right. Because most of the Dungeons and Dragons movies, I come out of them feeling so bad. And I've watched them. I've watched them all. If I really wish I could find somebody up here find some people to get back into playing old school D&D before they got rid of THAC0, because I'd love to be back into playing D&D with THAC0 again. John Wick 4, this is a definite. I will be seeing this one. So that's 2 movies that are definite I'm going to go see. Maybe 3. Wonka, absolutely not. How young Willy Wonka met the Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompa, doody-doo-doo. All right, Fred Astaire. A sequel to the 73 Exorcist. Has anybody watched any of these Final Destination movies? I know I have not seen any of them. They're just Eagle D&D. The original D&D, I always had so much fun playing it because I mean all you needed was pencil and paper and dice. That's it. Now they've got towers and miniatures and maps and everything else, and it's like, you know, they've been brought in spaceships. It's like, God, please, no. Dungeons and Dragons. You got dungeons, you got dragons, you got orcs. Leave it at that. While vacationing, a girl and her parents are taken hostage to avert the apocalypse. Oh, an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Dave Bautista, Rupert Grint. All right, yeah. That's a maybe. Absolutely will not be watching The Little Mermaid. Y'all could go see it. The Hunger Games, Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. I haven't seen any of the Hunger Game books, movies or books or anything else. Peter Dinklage is in it? Okay. So is this going to be a lesbian movie? Is this Cornelia Snow? Is that a woman? So is this going to be a Oh, that's Donald Sutherland's character. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see Donald Sutherland is still making movies. Oh, Pepper Seed Delivery. Yay. Carolina Reapers and Kraken Scorpions. Oh, nice. Oh, Scotty, you're going to have to mail me some of them after you get them growed. Send me. I want to try that Kraken Scorpions. I want to try that Kraken Scorpion. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem. What do they do? Well, looking at this, I would say they're going to turn into vampires. Werewolves. Man, I got 35 bottles of hot sauce for Christmas, Scotty. It's going to take me forever to eat them. I told the wife to let everybody know no more hot sauce for me. I've got 2 years supply of hot sauce. It's going to take me forever to use up all the sauce I've got. Yes, that is one of his more famous scenes. An astronaut 65. An astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to discover he's not alone. Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, Chloe Coleman, Nika King. Well, if you crash land on a planet, you're usually pretty much guess you're not going to be alone. "25 Days of Heat Advent." Oh, wow. The Barbie movie with Margot Robbie. Ooh. Well, right. All right. Tell you right now, the movie is going to be a failure. It's got Will Ferrell in it. I'm going to draw hate for that comment. Super Mario's movie. I'm not looking at that being worthwhile. Zantana. Oh, that's pre-production. Okay. Post-production, June DeBerry. Oh, making a movie about mistresses now. Cool. Red One, Plot Under Wraps. Okay. Scream 6. I've been lucky. I've managed to avoid watching any of the Scream movies. I've got some ghost pepper sauce. One of them is really nice. The other one is really weak. And the rest of these, We Are Wolves. Follow up to the vampire mockumentary centered on the life of werewolves. That could be fun. Knights of the Zodiac. When a goddess of war reincarnates the body of a young girl, become a knight of the Zodiac. Ooh. Speaking of which, did y'all Fat Cat Carolina Reaper sauce? Ooh, nice. They've got they found a coffin or something for Osiris in the River Nile a few years back. People are making a big deal about it. Now, supposedly, this is a fake one. It's not the real one because this one supposedly only carbon dates back 2,700 years. So it's really kind of very, very late in the Egyptian timeline. So the Nightingale, Haunted Mansion. Oh, Disney movie. Oh, now this one here. Has has anybody seen this one yet? Or is this out yet? This Megan? That one looks, it seems to be a female Chucky in a way. Yeah, I've seen trailers for it. It makes me think of a female Chucky. Yeah, you're right. It is creepy. Very creepy. Last Train to New York. Just watch the Korean movie. Watch the Korean zombie movie. That's supposed to be really, I haven't seen it, but it's supposed to be really amazing. A Winter's Journey. All right. A Hulk Hogan biopic. Yeah, just what we need. Comedy, fantasy, horror. Renfield. Yeah. I've kind of gone past my Dracula phase, so I don't know if I'll be watching that or not. Oh, that first Chicken Run was, the wife absolutely loved it. I'll have to take her to see this one. I will see this, but I will see it because I'll be taking the wife to go see it. Meg 2, The Trench. Eh, not exactly my cup of tea. Described as Heart of Stone, described as a spy thriller. Why would you keep a plot under wraps if you're in post production, and especially if you got Gal Gadot in there? Wouldn't you want to be bringing that out to where people be building up enthusiasm to go see it? Pre Now, okay, 1,000-year-old man used his time on planet to develop unparalleled cells. That could be something. Michael B. Jordan. That could be a movie I'd want to watch. Probably get it on DVD, but yeah. Well, my daughter-in-law. Okay, that's fortunately announced. She'll want to go see that. No. When a rare Lakota ghost shirt falls onto the black market. All right. Pre-production. A fool for love becomes an accidental celebrity only to lose it all. All right. Okay. Sherlock Holmes 3. Yes, I will be seeing that. I don't care when it comes out. I will go see that. Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law did a good job in the first two. I'll definitely want to watch that. Oh, great. America, Russia. All right. Remember when with the Roy Schneider movie is they're going to taking a Russian ship to rescue to bring back another ship, and all of a sudden there's a war, and the Russians can't talk with Roy Schneider anymore. No, I haven't seen those, Wiki. I mean, I've know of them. I've seen the commercials and such for them, but I've never sat down and watched the movies. Yeah, this ISS sounds like they just took that one snippet of that movie with Roy Schneider in it and made it into a whole movie. Untitled Superman, call it. Oh my God. College Republicans. A young Karl Rove vies for position as chief campus conservative under the guidance of Lee Atwater. Oh my God. Please. No. Minecraft the movie. Minecraft the movie. No. No, no. Good God, no. With Jason Momoa in it. Okay. Let's see, anything else here? Harold and the Purple Crayon. Boy, Gal Gadot has really got her, she's making her money while she can. Coming out to be Wonder Woman, a couple other movies, and now Cleopatra. Good, good, good for her. Make that money while you can, woman. Do it. Harry Cavill as a Highlander. Okay. All right. All right. I've got all the Highlander movies. Yes, Harry Cavill is a much better actor. But I'll just hold back and see. It's in pre-production, so that and maybe like his Superman project get killed. Chalk Zone cartoons. No, I do not remember Chalk Zone cartoons. Triple X Fourth with Vin Diesel. No, Wiki, I gotta disagree with you. There was a couple of good ones. But yeah, Christopher Lambert was not. I mean, he's not a great actor. He's not even really a good actor. But he pulled. But I really liked him in Highlander. Oh, now the series, the TV series wasn't bad. I enjoyed the first couple 3 seasons of it. Raven, I liked Raven. Raven was all right. I wish they hadn't made in the TV series. I wish they hadn't made the boy also immortal. That just That was just a waste there. So, Triple X4, who cares? Uh, Untitled Star Trek sequel, who cares? Roe v. Wade. Olivia Newman being the director, again, who cares? Okay. Rest of these seem to be pre-production. And then, of course, there's one in post-production, so she may come out this year. Oh, what is she? Okay. What is she going to become? Being sacrificed to a bloodthirsty dragon. Damsel. The woman's got to save herself because nobody's going to come to save her. Does anybody want to go see any movie with Vin Diesel in it? Because anymore, I mean, to me, he sort of burned himself out with that one series. Elizabeth Patterson Bonaparte. I have no idea. Okay. How one of America's biggest pastors become a drug runner. Cool. Oh, Rendezvous for Rama. I hope they do a better job this time than they did last time. So, because last time that they really sort of blew it. Oh, using Queen's music and Highlander was absolutely perfect. Yeah, I thought I had that video game Ramen. But I could never find it. I thought I had it, but I could never find it. Well, it's a little bit after 11. I've got errands I need to go run today. Got to go see the doctor and get my referrals for 2023 all lined up. I should have already done that, but I haven't done it. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Ramen, I hope you get feeling better today, dear. She's out with she's not feeling good. And Dar, I hope your businesses were all successfully concluded today. Yeah, I really hope the Rendezvous with Rama turns out to be that they actually stick to the storyline. So everybody, y'all please try to have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. I know I sort of broke my own rules today. Did talk a little politics. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for that. I broke my own rules, but everybody have a good day. Enjoy your weekends. Be with your families. Be with the people you love. And of course, love the people that you're with. All right? Have a good one.